I was visiting my elderly mother, and for what felt like the thousandth time, she started telling me the story of how she met my father. "It was at a town dance," she began, her eyes lighting up. "He was so handsome, but so shy." I loved my mom, but I felt a wave of impatience. Her memory was starting to fail, and she told this same story every time I saw her. "Mom," I interrupted gently, "you've told me this story 1,000,000 times. I know it by heart." She looked a little confused, and then fell silent. I felt guilty, but I was just so tired of hearing it. A few days later, for a work project, I attended a support group meeting for Army veterans. One very old soldier started telling a story about a specific battle from a war that happened 60 years ago. The other veterans at the table didn't interrupt or look bored. They listened with a quiet, profound respect, even though I could tell they had all heard this exact story many times before. After the meeting, I asked the group leader why they were all so patient. "When you get older," the leader explained, "a lot of your memories start to feel like fog. The ones you hold on to the tightest are the ones that define you." When he tells that story, he's not just remembering a battle, he's remembering the moment he was brave, the moment he was part of something important. We don't listen for the story. We listen to honor the man he was in that moment. The next time I visited my mom, she started to tell the story. "It was at a town dance," she began. This time, I didn't stop her. I listened. When she finished, my dad, who had been sitting quietly in the room, came over to me. "I know." She repeats that story, he whispered. Her memory has been getting worse and it scares her, but she never, ever forgets that one. Telling that story is her way of holding on to me, of holding on to the best part of her life. It's her proof that it was all real. We hear our parents' repeated stories and we hear a boring loop. We don't hear their anchor in a confusing sea of fading memories. We see forgetfulness, not a desperate fight against it. Listening to that story one more time is not an act of patience. It is an act of love. It is telling them, "I see you, and I will help you remember."